games have been better at adapting what works in movies better than movies have been at adapting what works in video games. Roger Ebert famously got a lot of criticism for saying he did not believe any video game could ever be art. Whether he was right or not, when it comes to telling a story, video game companies are still turning to the movies, which is why the vastly successful Sonic the Hedgehog video game series from Sega has now produced its second film about the super speedy alien. Sonic is so popular he has starred in 31 games and various spin-offs, appears on t-shirts and birthday party decorations and in Lego and plush form, and was the first video game character to be a balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. As per the games, Robotnik and Sonic are soon off in search of an all-powerful emerald. Meanwhile, Robotnik's sidekick Stone, Lee McDowell, is running a coffee shop and waiting to get back to doing evil. I'd want to check out the Yelp reviews before trying any place called the Mean Bean, but somehow customers have to be scared off with an F rating from the Board of Health to give Stone privacy to turn it back into an ultra-high-tech base of operations. Meanwhile, Sonic has dispatched Tom and Maddie off to Hawaii via a gold portal ring for the wedding of Maddie's sister Rachel, a terrific Natasha Rothwell, to handsome Randall, Shemar Moore. There's nothing especially creative here. The movie's frequent references to other films are not commentary or homage, just winking at the audience. Yes, we know we're appropriating details from better movies. It is overplotted, with 3 different storylines mixing comedy and adventure. The coffee shop section, even with the always great Adam Pally, should have been skipped. There is also a lot of mayhem for a movie aimed at younger children, including a scary giant robot and many explosions. But there's enough to keep kids and parents mildly entertained. For kids, Sonic is a loyal and forgiving friend and an engaging character who may create a mess when his parents are away, but super speedily cleans it up before they find out about it. There is also an amusing dance-off. Plus, it has the ever-popular potty humor. Even with all the explosions, there's no real damage. Carrie, in what he says will be his last film, is more silly than scary and as wildly expressive as ever. His elastic limbs and mercurial facial expressions keeping up with the exaggerated antics of the animated characters. There is a delicious relish in the way Roboti describes the mushroom planet as a portobello purgatory or refers to a truculent space bumpkin. Parents will enjoy some retro songs harking back to their middle school days like It's Tricky or This Is How We Do It. Grandparents are not overlooked. The soundtrack also features Andy Williams and Norah Jones. Rothwell is a delight, especially when things do not go her way and when she has a backpack full of gadgets but no idea what any of them do. And all generations will appreciate the movie's emphasis on kindness and friendship over battles and resentment. Note, stay for the credits to see an extra scene. When Sonic the Hedgehog 2 launched on Sega Genesis in 1992, it took the foundation laid with the Blue Blur's debut entry and expanded it in myriad ways. In the 16-bit sequel, Sonic had new moves and a two-tailed fox friend to aid him, but with those upgrades came more significant threats from the evil Dr. Robotnik. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Genesis was immediately regarded as a definite upgrade over the already strong first entry in the series. Similarly, Paramount's Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie expands the universe established by its predecessor and delivers a better overall film thanks to bigger action set pieces, laugh-out-loud gags, and some terrific fanservice moments. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 carries the unenviable task of following up a movie that was, by most accounts, a surprise hit. The first film succeeds by being a fun, family-friendly video game adaptation that tells a heart-filled story while paying homage to the character of Sonic the Hedgehog. While Sonic the Hedgehog's unexpected positive reception could have put its sequel in a difficult spot since it comes in with higher expectations, the Jeff Fowler-directed Sonic the Hedgehog 2 clears the higher bar, delivering a better movie in nearly every way. The story picks up less than a year after the first film's events. Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey, is stranded on the Mushroom Planet, while Sonic, Ben Schwartz, acts as a vigilante. While the first movie's theme is the importance of friendship and family, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 centers on discovering what it means to be a hero. This theme doesn't quite attain Spider-Man's with great power levels of meaningfulness, but some worthwhile lines and sequences hammer home that theme, particularly when Sonic's father figure, Tom, James Marsden, is involved. Despite that thematic shift, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 retains the heart that makes the first film so well liked. Sonic remains energetic and endearing, thanks mainly to Schwartz's performance. Both Schwartz and Carey truly come into their own in this film, further embracing their respective roles. Carey, in particular, delivers one of his most over-the-top performances, full of exaggerated line deliveries and seemingly elastic body humor moments only he can provide. His performance as an increasingly unhinged antagonist is among the highlights of this movie. The addition of Tails, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, and Knuckles, Idris Elba, also elevates the movie above its predecessor. O'Shaughnessy tackles Tails in a way only a voice actor who has spent 8 years already playing the character could, delivering her lines with a genuine, earnest understanding of Sonic's sidekick. Elba also provides strong voice work as the dim-witted brute Knuckles, though with such a well-known voice coming out of the Echidna warrior's mouth, I sometimes fell out of the immersion. These two characters fit well into the story, and their characterizations are authentic to what fans of the source material would want. One of the things I most desired from the first movie was a deeper exploration of the lore surrounding the planet Sonic came from, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 delivers that. Once the film's early stages establish these new characters, the story efficiently gets up to speed as Sonic and Tails embark on an adventure to retrieve the powerful Master Emerald before Dr. Robotnik can get his hands on it. Along the way, we're treated to high-octane action sequences and more gags, one-liners, and quips than seem plausible. The action scenes are exhilarating. The snowboarding sequence shown in the trailers is a terrific tribute to similar moments from the games, while a confrontation featuring Sonic and Tails storming into battle aboard the Tornado biplane brought a smile to my face. The humor is equally crowd-pleasing, and I had multiple laugh-out-loud moments for every joke that felt too heavy-handed or obvious. Even the Easter eggs, while easily noticeable, were often cleverly injected in ways that garnered chuckles. Fittingly, the pacing of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is often speedy. However, inconsequential scenes sometimes drag too long, such as a dance number or one subplot featuring characters and arcs outside of the main storylines. The movie began to feel like a slog in those moments, but they are thankfully few and far between, whenever Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, or Robotnik are on the screen. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is relentlessly enjoyable. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 retains all of what made the first film good while shedding much of its dead weight. Despite those sequences and arcs that overstay their welcome, whenever any of the main characters were on screen, I was captivated thanks to the high-flying action scenes or the humorous banter. I loved the characterizations of all the major players. I can't wait to see what's next for this franchise as it expands into another already confirmed sequel, plus a Paramount Plus streaming show starring Knuckles. If the credits scene is to be believed, the next stop for this franchise is going to be an exciting destination for fans. Introduced by Sega at the start of the 1990s, the zippy blue hairball Sonic the Hedgehog is now officially over the hill and picking up speed on screen. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a fast-paced romp that's silly, filled with quips and unabashedly for children, which is refreshing, coming at a time when so many other children's franchises have succumbed to Sturm und Drang. This full-tilt sequel by the returning director Jeff Fowler and the screenwriters Pat Casey, Josh Miller, and John Whittington finds Sonic, voiced by Ben Schwartz, struggling to relax with his adopted parents, Tom, James Marsden, and Maddie, Tyka Sumpter. Their small town is invaded by two animated extraterrestrials, Tails, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, a flying fox who wants to make friends, and Knuckles, Idris Elba, a dog-like bruiser who wants to make mincemeat of anyone who gets between him and an all-powerful whiz-bang of a